What's going on, guys? Psycho Killer here, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the new sports car, the Itali RSX, brought to you by Progen. Like I said, it is a sports car. Therefore, I like to believe it is going to bring us some competition in the sports class, take away a little bit of the dominance that the Ocelot Pirriah has and that the Progen Itali GTO has. But that's what this video is all about. We're going to be looking at the customization of the vehicle, and as well we will be running it in a straight line and on a track against the Pirriah and the GTO. So as always, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, and if you're new around here, don't forget, hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure you turn all post notifications on so you don't miss any of the videos that I release here on the channel. We're going to compare this vehicle in the snow today, and when the snow is gone, we're going to do it once again on a dry ground. So you want to make sure you don't miss that. In addition, we're also going to be looking at all of the new vehicles brought to us from the Caio Perico DLC, with the exception of the boats and the Alcanost. So again, make sure you subscribe and turn all post notifications on so you don't miss any of those. And without wasting any more time, guys, let's get into the video. So, as I said, the Progen Itali RSX is a sports car. It is part of the sports class. So if you want to race against the likes of the Fast and the Furious cars, as well as the aforementioned Pirriah and Itali GTO, that is where this car will come in handy. The original price for this car is $3,465,000 GTA dollars, and the trade price is $2,598,750. You can unlock the trade price by completing the Moody Man missions that you get from Tom Connors. To get these missions, you must be in a free mode lobby. I do believe it works in an invite only and a friends only session, and you have to be in a CEO. You'll get a text message from Tom Connors, you'll accept that, and you'll receive a phone call from Moody Man, and from that point forward, periodically, you will receive phone calls from Moody Man or text messages from Tom, which you accept the job, and ultimately what you'll do is you'll go to pick Moody Man up on the final mission, and you're going to be halfway to your destination and find out that his Itali RSX has been stolen. You'll go recover the vehicle and return it to, they say, to the music locker, but you're taking it to the parking garage at the casino, and this will unlock the trade price. So let's take a look at the customization of this car. That's what we're all really here for, right? So, it's got the standard armor upgrades, the standard brake upgrades that every other vehicle has. We've got all these front bumpers here, stock, primary, splitter, carbon, primary super, secondary super, carbon super splitters. The rear bumpers pretty much the same. We got 15 options here total. It's just a cross between primary, secondary, and carbon, and the changes in the diffusers. The same basic engine upgrades, no engine customization on it. We've got these exhausts here, you know, chrome exhaust, aluminum, quad, chrome quad, expansive, triple bore, chrome triple bore, aluminum triple bore exhaust tips. You can add the explosives. The hood, we have 14 different hoods here, as you can see. The carbon hood, stripped hood, carbon stripped hood, twin vented hood, carbon twin vented hood, dished hood, carbon of all that difference between stripped and not stripped, primaries and secondaries, same basic options. With the liveries, we've got 11 different options. There's the tricolor, the Grotti stripe. We've got streamline, edgelord, white pinstripe, which is my favorite. We've got the gold pinstripe, candy box racer, dual tone, tri-stripe, and the khaki camo. That square with the skull obviously is my crew emblem. We've got just a couple different mirrors. It's the same stock mirrors, just in a primary, secondary, and carbon color options. We can change the rear panel right here. We've got the stock, carbon, exposed, circle vented, carbon circle vented, slipstream, and carbon slipstream. Again, you can add your crew emblem if you wish, and there's just a couple different roofs here, nothing major. There's a stripe, ridgeline, and smooth. We've got a few skirt options. There's really only two different variations, it looks like. There's a skirt lip and a super skirt, and they all come in primary, secondary, and carbon. And the spoiler, you've got there's a ducktail spoiler that you can get in three different options. There's another but little, twin bunny wings, as well as the arrow wings on the sides there. And there is one regular spoiler that comes in the three different colors. Your suspension options are pretty much the same, and the tail fin on the top can be changed from stock to aftermarket, and of course each one is primary, secondary, and carbon. Your transmission options are the same as normal. You can add turbo to the car, just like with any other vehicle. You've got the same basic wheel options. You can change the tires as well and make them bulletproof, and it's got the same window tint. So we're going to take the car outside now and see how she does. She does look pretty sweet. Not even going to lie. This is a very, very beautiful car. So put it up here against the barrier, and as you can see, this is an all-wheel drive car, which is going to help it handle in the snow much better than a rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive car. You can tell that it's all-wheel drive in the handling. I mean, she slips out and corrects so well. When she goes around corners, she has better grip, even in the snow, provided you got to watch out for NPC vehicles. But it just corrects. When you start to go into a slide and you try to correct, she just corrects really well. So we are going to put her up, like I said, against the Ocelot Pirriah and the Progen Itali GTO and see how she fares in a straight line as well as around a track. So to start out with, we're going to go up against the Pirriah, and when the grenade blows, we're going to take off. And immediately, because of the traction in the snow with the all-wheel drive, it gets the jump off the Pirriah. But from there, the Pirriah does seem to be slowly closing the door and catching up to the RSX. I feel on a longer track, the Pirriah probably would have fared better, and I do believe that off of the line, without the snow, the Pirriah would have done a little bit better as well. This thing does have better acceleration due to it being all-wheel drive. Now we're going to do the same track up against the Itali GTO. Once again, we are going to throw the grenade, and when the grenade explodes, we're both going to go. Off the line, they're about the same. I hesitated a little bit in the RSX, but they're pretty much holding out together speed-wise. A little bit of back and forth here, but overall, it looks like they're pretty much the same speed. If given the snow to be gone, I feel they would probably be about the same. And just because we had a rough start to it, we're going to go ahead and launch it one more time. Same thing, we're going to throw the grenade out the window, and when the grenade explodes, we're going to start the race. And we'll see how it fares when we both get a better start. Again, we both slip a little bit, but we caught our traction pretty well, and they pretty much hold out together side by side. It seems the RSX extremely slowly pulls away from the Itali, but not so much to make a huge difference in a race. So we see how it does in a straight line, but that's not really practical. They never really run on a straight line. So let's see how the car does against the other two on a track. So we do have snow here, so that is going to make a difference, obviously, to how the car handles, both of them. I did not take the initial boost like the GTO did, but as you can see, as we're just slipping these small corners, the door's already closing a little bit. We come to the first turn and we both completely lose it, so we're still pretty even. It's almost like a new race again. But from this point forward, mind you, the driver in the other car is just about the same skill level as I am, so it's not a driver issue. But this RSX absolutely does better than the Itali GTO. He happened to get a better turn there. I didn't brake early enough. But from here, you can see as he's ahead, every single turn we make while we have control of it, the RSX is just going to start closing that door. And I will let this play through, and then we will look at the RSX versus the Pirriah. You notice right here, the RSX did not have to slow down near as much to catch the GTO due to the traction and handling. And this is what I was talking about on the second lap, where every single turn we come to, the RSX just slowly closes the door. And then the RSX goes on to win the race. Now, against the Pirriah, there's absolutely no match for handling on the snow. The RSX has the faster acceleration, and from this point the RSX just completely annihilates the Pirriah. The Pirriah, every time it has to slow down and go, it just wants to spin because of the snow, and the RSX does not have that issue. So I would say if you're doing races and there's rain, there's going to be a similar issue where the RSX is going to have better traction and the Pirriah is just going to want to slide around. We're not going to play this all the way through because that Pirriah does nothing but fall further and further behind the RSX all the way through the end. As you can see, the RSX has much better handling than the Pirriah. So, is the RSX competitive against the GTO and the Pirriah? Absolutely. Absolutely. Is the RSX better than the Pirriah or the GTO? No. I think that these three cars are pretty well matched. Depending on what track you're doing is going to depend on which one has the benefit, honestly. It's definitely competitive. If I had to take a choice between the three of them on any given track, with or without snow, I would definitely pick the RSX. Like I said, I'm going to do this again without snow when the snow clears up, when Rockstar's done with the festivities. And we'll put these three against each other again and see how they fare with dry weather in perfect conditions and see if it's any better there. I want to give a huge shout out to my dude, Dave Scur 420, for the help on the video, operating that Itali GTO and the the Ocelot Pirriah like a pro. If you guys aren't already following him on Twitter, you can follow him at Dave Scur 420. I'll put that in the comments section or the description down below. And you can subscribe to him on YouTube as well. Same name, Dave Scur 420, which will also be listed in the comments or description. So again, video is helpful for you at all. If you like it, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you're new around here and haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel with all post notifications turned on so you don't miss any more of the videos I release like this, as well as any guides, walkthroughs, any cool stuff, and live streams that I do, weekly updates on the tunables, and any DLC information. And if they ever start giving us any information about GTA 6, I'm going to tell you about that as well. So, as always, guys, that's all I've got for you, and I will see you on the flip side.